Welcome back, everyone, to PAX Prime, as I am joined by EG's Snoopeh here on the floor. An amazing crowd response straight off the bat. How has it been? How have they been welcoming you here?
It's been absolutely amazing. You guys are awesome, by the way. You've been a fantastic crowd. I got the opportunity to come here and work with Kingston, and it was great to get out here and just see PAX. The GamesCom crowd was fantastic, but you guys are even more awesome. It's, like, seriously, you guys are awesome.
Great words here for our great crowd. Now, you know, on a serious note, you just came out of GamesCom. Very emotional there for you guys. How did you kind of regroup with the team after that?
We pretty much didn't talk for like 3 days. We all just kind of went our own way and kind of chilled, basically. I've not had a chance to catch up with the team properly yet, actually. We're kind of just not thinking about what happened and just focusing on the future and like thinking about what we're going to do next.
Now, tell me a little bit more about that, because you seem like the team that's just know that you guys can get back in there, and you have the entire season 4 to prove it.
Yeah, like season 4 is going to be even more crazy than this year was. So we're definitely looking forward to that. It sucks us a little bit, like 5 or 4 months away. So there's a lot of time in between then. We need to make sure we step up our game again, because we can't get complacent. Because if we come into the season not strong, it's going to be really, really bad for us. So we need to make sure we step it up, like in a month's time, pretty much.
You guys have secured that spot in season 4. Now, actually, CLG and Curse are playing as well to do that. And you're, of course, very familiar with the CLG organization. And, you know, tell us a little bit about the stress you're under when your job's on the line, basically.
You guys have to understand, like, Curse and CLG, they're really, really at it right now. Everything is on the line, essentially. Being in, like, if you go to the relegations, it's December you have to play. And being in that situation is really, really, like, it sucks, pretty much. You don't want to be there. And I think they really need to consider that right now. They need to make sure that they do not get in that relegation spot, because in December you have to keep the team motivated and focused, because there's so many teams that want to get into this, and they're like on the chopping block pretty much, and they need to stay focused, because if they don't, like I couldn't imagine being in that situation. Teams like SK, NIP, like they're in that situation right now, and they don't like it. It really does suck that you have to stay on the ball for another 3 months. So I really hope CLG pulls through. I'm a huge CLG fan. Do we have any CLG fans here? Nice. Nice. So I want my old CLG guys, I want them to win. They're good friends of mine. I like Curse as well. Like, I like Eddie representing Europe, but I want CLG to win.
Still representing that old organization. That's very kind of you. Now, of course, tell me a little bit about your guys' year, because last year you guys were winning everything, and as you say now, with this LCS, there's just so much more at stake all of a sudden. And how do you feel that you've grown because of that?
I think the industry in a whole is growing rapidly over the past year. And us as a team, we had a really sloppy season, pretty much. We stepped it up a lot coming into playoffs. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough, but I'm very confident moving on to the future that our attitude and things like that, and our practice is really improved. And that's one thing I want to focus on, is that we keep that commitment that we got at the end of the season and try and maintain it at the start of the season this time, and be a bit more consistent throughout the entire season 4.
Well, it's great to have you here, and I want to push this question. You've seen some of the NA teams playing, and how do you think that Europe will do at Worlds? It's just around the corner.
It's actually very hard. Like, everyone asks, how's Cloud9 going to do at Worlds? Like, how is Lemon Dog's going to do at Worlds? And it's really, really hard to make that kind of assessment, because there is no international competition. I love the fact there is no international competition throughout the season, though, because it comes with this build-up. We're coming to Worlds, and everyone's going to clash together. And just imagine, like, if an American team wins Worlds or something like that, that'd be crazy. All those Koreans, like the guys that love Korea, for example, Monte Cristo. I'll hate on him a little bit here. Monte Cristo, like, shouts up the Korean scene. I would love to see him just get smashed at Worlds. So hopefully they pull through.
So, finally, the crowd has been very responsive. Is there anything you want to say to them as a final note?
I want to ask, I might head up to Vancouver after this. I'm going to do a road trip up there. So I believe we have some people from Vancouver here in Seattle, don't we? Nice. So I'll come out and check out Vancouver. Apparently there's really good sushi in Vancouver, so I'm going to check out that. And then after that, I'm going to actually take a trip. I'll go to Vancouver, then I'll head over to Toronto, then back down to San Francisco. There's a whole trip of America over the course of the next month. So it's going to meet a lot of people, hopefully.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for this interview, Snoopeh, and good luck on your travels in the next couple of weeks.